Stagnation in service. What do you mean by stagnation? It's a situation where an officer that is promotable or that is trying for promotion gets stopped. He cannot move to the front, just remain in that place. That is stagnation. A situation where an officer stays on a grade or level more than he or she should stay, cannot move to the front, cannot be promoted. Then it's a major obstruction to career progression. Irrespective of the cadre an employee is appointed to, he can make career prospects provided he or she is able to satisfy the prescribed condition for elevation within or across the cadre. So it is the prescribed condition that we want to examine. That is what we call the requirements, the prescribed condition for progression along the structured cadre. Now, progression could be in form of promotion, upgrade, or even conversion. Now, it is desirable for an employee to prepare himself or herself for future opportunities. And I said, when preparation meets with opportunity, success is inevitable. This presentation is about the training needs for career progression opportunities within the system. Now we are going to the key thing now. So the slide starts with researchers. For someone coming into the system as a research officer, he comes in, if you look at there is a cadre, there is training needs. The first one is short-term training needs. I won't be dwelling much on that because it is the assignment of the department. Then the career progression, that is coming in as RO2. You can see RO2 on right 7 there. Then the person we move to RO1 on right 8, like that till on right 15 as director of research. Then the next one is the requirement for promotion. The requirement for that promotion, the first thing there is the candidate must possess relevant qualification. He must possess relevant qualification. If a research officer, you must have possessed the qualification of the next rank you are moving to. And you must have spent the required number of years. For research officers, initially they used to write exams. But for the last one we did, the promotion exercise we conducted this year, there was no exam. It's a new how do I put it now? A new guideline from ARCN, which has exempted them from exam. Initially, it used to be public service rule and general paper. But now they are not writing any of those papers again. Because the way they are graded now is different to the way they were graded. They were used to be graded before now. So and that it is the ARCN standard that we continue to follow. Now for someone moving from RO2 to RO1 is as free as anything. You can just come in. Once it's graded, you can move. Nothing attached, no string attached. But responsibility starts when an RO1 wants to move to the next rank, which is the senior research officer. You can see for proceedings, for journals. You can see the numbers that we have put there. And I know, thank God, our director in the research line there in the house, they can also help us to look at that too. Now, for the other column is for conversion. They don't need to convert. Once they come in as a research officer, there is no need for conversion. That is why that place we have nil, and the requirement for conversion is nil. Now, for them to move, we also have number of years that they must have spent. For 7 to 13 is 3 years. But at the moment they are moving from 13, we believe that a higher responsibility is coming and they are moving to directorate cadre. So it has to be 4 years. So we move from there to agric engineers. You see agric engineer coming as AE2 on Conrise 7. Like that, they get to Conrise 15. That is what we have there. Then they must possess relevant qualification in agric engineering course and must have spent 3 years for promotion to be able to move from 7 to the next rank. When they get to 9, when they get to Conrise 9, it is very, very important for them to have current. If there is no current, there is no promotion. Then they are not also expected to do conversion because they are coming in as a first degree holder. Now we have agri technologies. If you look at it, for A, C, on Conrise 5, that is for OND holders. For Conrise 5, they come in as assistant agri technologies on Conrise 5. They move like that to 6 for OND holders, and they continue till 12. That is chief agri technologies. Now, let me tell us something here. For OND holders and HND holders, it is only the starting point that differs. They terminate at the same place. So this has been a sort of controversy, but that is the standard practice now. It is only the entry point. For HND, it is the starting point is 7, but for OND it is 5. But the terminal point is chief agri technology, which is 12 for the 2. Now, if you are moving or you are for conversion, for promotion from 5 to 6 is usually 2 years. But if you are moving from 6, you are becoming you have become a senior staff, it is 3 years. Now, conversion, you look at for Greek Tech, look at entry cadre is RO2. For those that will be converted from agri technologies, they must possess the first degree. The first, that is BSc in related agri courses. Now for those, and it depends on the level you are converting. If you are converting from level, maybe from 5, anytime from 5 to 7, or 5 to 7, you can be converted laterally if you have a relevant result to present. And there's also a condition, institutional condition, that is, that study must have been approved by the institute. If you go and bring a certificate that is not approved by the institute reserves the right to say no, to turn the results down. So it is not binding on the institute to use the result to convert you. So for and that goes to everybody. If you have to go on a study, please ensure that you take your approval. In fact, the approval starts from this before you purchase your form. Let the institute know you want to purchase a form in so and so area. You'll be properly guided, then approval will be given to you. By that stage, you will know maybe there is vacancy where you are going or where you intend to go or not. So that is the essence of you seeking institutional approval before proceeding. Now for agri field overseer, we have the coming as agri field overseer on Conrise 3. So senior agri field overseer on 4 like that, and the terminal stages on Conrise 6, which is chief agri field overseer. And that is the requirement. Vacancy and secondary service record, evidence of junior secondary school certificate, SSC, GCE, on the basis of science subjects, relevant science subjects. Some of us have brought certificates that are not science-based. Some were conducted and wrote exams in commercial subjects. It can't be used to convert agri field overseer. It's not relevant. It has to be on that cadre. Now, for laboratory sciences, we have they come in because they are degree holders. They come in as laboratory sciences on Conrise 7. They must possess qualification, that is a degree in science, laboratory technology, and must be registered with National Institute of Science Laboratory. Recently, we got a letter from that association telling us that we should not attend to any staff that is not registered with this body. I have the letter, is in the file. and we communicated the association that this is what we have received, and they also we certified that it was a genuine letter from that body. So it's not only just going to bring a certificate, you must be a registered member. There are some other conditions that are attached, some that are institutionally based. The HOD or such officer must provide a detailed recommendation showing how cooperative that person has been to research activities in the institute. Now, collaborative technologies. The situation is also the same to agri technologies. They are also the condition that is relevant to agri technology is also relevant to laboratory technologies. You can see, first, if you are converting, you must possess a degree certificate from the relevant discipline, NYC or exception certificate, and also membership of that is important, and the HOD certification. Yes, let's move to administrative officers. For admin officers, they are coming as degree holders, so they come in as admin officer 2 on Rise 7, and they continue along the cadre like that till Director of Administration on Rise 15. Now, the officer must possess relevant qualification, that is a degree in any discipline of social sciences or humanities. Please mark my word, social sciences or humanities. We can see what we have in that bracket, excluding education. We have made that mistake over the years. Education is not supposed to be in administration. So, peradventure, you are bringing a candidate, and I said, no, it's an education background candidate. It is a standard that has been laid down from head of service. It is not generated here in the institute. We have made that mistake over the years, and we don't wish to continue to make the mistake. Now, for promotion, 3 years from 7 to 13. When you are moving from 13 to 15, it has to be 4 years. Then you still name in the column for conversion, because they are not expected to be converted or to convert because they are degree holders already. For executive officer in admin, like I explained for agri technologies, the same thing is applicable when they are coming in with ND or ND, they are coming into assistant executive officer, that is AEO on Rise 5. Now they can move to 12. And if it's an HNDO that it starts from Rise 7 and terminate at 12. Like I said earlier, it's only the entry point that is the difference. NDO that will come in at 5, HND comes in at 7. Then the condition for promotion, 5 to 6, 3 years, from 6 to 12 is 3 years. So for conversion, the officer must possess a degree certificate from relevant discipline, that is social sciences, humanities. Arts and humanities are the same thing. And NYC or essential certificates. Now that is what we call, like the chairman said earlier, what we call lateral conversion. Yes, if you are, there is a level where we can accept lateral conversion for staff. And it is depending on if what we are doing before that stage, if it is the same thing that you want to continue. But for those who have gone past 9, we have to step you down by rank. The same thing applicable to all departments that want to convert. Now the next one is for confidential secretaries. We have confidential secretary 4 on Rise 4, like that. You must possess relevant qualification, that is confidential secretary 4 transfer plus FSM, Post School Living Certificate plus RS A2, or Federal State Training Center in typewriting and shorthand. Now, there is a problem that we encountered in this current, this year's promotion exercise. It is the fact that those who went for short-time courses and have been promoted till 12, they were agitating to go to 13. They were disallowed because the short-time courses cannot be equivalent to ND or HND. That's one. Then secondly, I observed that short course has even taken them beyond the level it should have taken them. That short-time course should have terminated at 9, but they were already on 12. So it's like that people have excess. So doing another promotion for them is like, maybe that person does not even know what he or she is doing. So that was why they were refused. I know some of you would have heard from them. So that is the condition that is applicable to them. For HND, it comes in at 7. And you can see the secretarial, the number of words per minute and the speed is there. So all those ones are very, very important. They are stated in the scheme of service. So when you bring your results, bring your documents, we have to weigh it with what we have in our book. I told us sometimes ago that our book is our guidance. That is what guides our practices. We don't just bring it from our head. It's our book and circulars. There are some things in the book that the circular also has either corrected or nullified. We weigh everything together before we take our decisions. Nobody can take any decision in isolation. You have to consult. Clerical officer, the condition is also almost similar to what we have been explaining. For a clerical officer to move from chief clerical officer, that has an ND from a recognized institution or HND. For store officers, we have assistant store officer or Conrise 5, that is for ND. To hire store officer, to store officer on Conrise 6, to hire store officer on Conrise 7, and it continues like that if you get to 12, which is chief store officer. The officer must possess ND at entry point. It's either ND or HND. It's ND 5, HND 7. Then for storekeepers must also possess relevant qualification at entry point and must have spent at least 2 years. That is for promotion, 2 years on the grade. For those between 3 and 6, must have spent 2 years. If the storekeeper is moving from 6, the condition for conversion is there. It's either ND or HND in relevant subjects, and we have listed them. We also have for catering officers, requirement for assistant catering officer is ND. That is assistant catering officer 5. And it continues like that in chief catering officer on Conrise 12. For accountants start with accountant 2 on Conrise 7 because they are coming in with their degree. That is why they are regarded as accountants from the beginning. They come in with their degree, and you can see nil, because they are not expected to do any conversion. For executive officer accounts, now, if it's coming in with ND, it comes in at 5. If it's coming in with HND, it comes in at 7. Now, once it gets to the officer can no longer be promoted and can no longer be converted except some conditions are fulfilled. That is what we have there. In accounting from a recognized institution to be stepped down if it's beyond the lateral conversion. I've explained that earlier. Now, if an executive officer in accounting is bringing a result or a certificate, apart from what we have in our book, that is scheme of service, there's another circular that is moderating their promotion and their conversion. And the circular says that if they are, excuse me, if they are leaving 12, for them to have a BSc in accounting and their ANA, either for conversion or for promotion. Over the years, if you are a BSc holder, I mean, if you are HND holder in business admin and ANA, you can be converted to an accountant. Majority of account staff has benefited that. But now, it's no longer happen because there's been a circular that has limited that to Conrise 12. So if you are leaving Conrise 12 as executive officer account, your BSc and your ANA must be together. So we have for librarians there. For librarians, they come in because they are degree holder, they come in also as on Conrise 7. And that is the condition they must possess relevant qualification and must have spent the required number of years on the post, like as earlier been explained. Then a degree in library studies, promotion beyond library officer on Conrise 9. There must be relevant publications as contained in the condition of service for research institute or scheme of service. So that is for librarians. For library officer, we have assistant library officer on Conrise 5. That is for ND. The same thing applicable as we have explained for ND and HND holders. For program analysts, these are computer experts from university, either computer expert or statistician. But for statistician, they must have a PhD in computer for them to come in as program analysts. For data processing officer must possess relevant qualification, that is MD in computer studies or data processing from a recognized institution. Now, if a data processing officer wants to convert, that is by direct appointment of a candidate possessing a degree in computer science or statistics from a recognized university. Don't forget, the statistics must be accompanied with the PhD in computer. So the same condition that is applicable to OND and HND holders in other departments will also come to play. For planning officer, we have it there for relevant qualification in economics with statistics or econometric or development planning. They are not also expected to convert because they are degree holders. Then for statistical officers are those with ND or HND. They come in on 5, while HND is on 7. And if they are going to convert from statistical officer, they have to be with a degree in statistics from a recognized university, a degree from recognized university in social sciences or math with statistics or plus a PhD in statistics. If it's not having a degree in statistics, it has to be with PhD in statistics. For civil engineers, we have it there. They are research, they are degree holders from the university. They are not supposed to convert. But the core is very, very important for civil engineers. Once they get to 9, they must be a registered member with core. That's for technical officer building. So it must be with relevant requirement. That is, the officer must come, consider it's coming in with ND in building tech or HND in building tech. That is what we have here. Then if it's going to convert, it has to do with a degree in the relevant field. They must be registered. Must also be registered with the professional association. Therefore, building officers are degree holders from the university. So they are not supposed to convert. That's why you have nil here. For metrologists, they are also degree holders. They are not supposed to convert. They come in as 7 relevant qualification. Then for procurement officers must possess relevant qualification, and in addition, the officer must have passed the procurement exams for the officer to be a procurement officer. They must have spent the required number of years for the officer to be promoted. Now, look at the aspects of the column for conversion. Whoever is converting to procurement officer the officer, it must be an officer that possesses Bureau of Public Procurement examination that sat and passed and has the certificate. Then for work superintendents, for works, the officer must possess legal qualification in ND. You can see the subject that is listed there. We have building, electrical, mechanical, woodwork, and like that. So it must be on relevant discipline. Like I explained earlier, you cannot be in the farm and you bring us a certificate that is relevant to account and you still want to go along the same line. It is not tenable. So it must be in relevant field. If you are electrical, your subject must follow electrical line. If you are building, it must follow building line. Now for natural conversion, now here let me explain this when I get to the column of drivers. Because for drivers, they can also convert to work superintendent at a stage. But that's what you have there. Natural conversion of a chief motor driver mechanic or tractor mechanic or whatever must possess trade test grade 1 in motor mechanic and has successfully undergone 6-month training program conducted by Federal Ministry of Works. Please, I want us to note that it is Federal Ministry of Works, not Federal Ministry of Labor. If you bring labor, we turn it down. So it has to be of works, and that institute is in Abeokuta. You can go there, spend 6 months, bring your certificate, then you cross to work. When you cross to work, you can still continue to move. So for foreman or craftsman, they also have the opportunity of converting to works. That is the condition. If they fulfill the relevant condition, foreman can move from that on 6 to works officer, and it continues on 7 like that. So this is the aspect of the driver that I've explained earlier. Now we also have acquisition of advanced lab tech, not ordinary lab tech. There are two different things. Ordinary lab tech is not acceptable. It has to be advanced lab tech. If we are going to use lab tech for that officer, it must be advanced lab tech. And like I explained earlier, Test 1, 6-month program in Federal Ministry of Works Training. Thank you very much. Yes, I just want to say, I want to put this conclusion. Please, I want you to try and understand this department. I know there has been a lot of controversy here and there, but please note that we are not after anybody. But whenever you bring your certificates, once we say that this is not tenable, I want you to believe us that it is actually not tenable. We all have access to the books. The books are in the library, we can check them. In fact, they are even online now. You can check online for the condition that your certificate is may be acceptable or not. If you turn it down, believe us that we are genuine. We are not after anyone. Thank you very much for listening.
I believe with this great presentation, I know by now, when you are asked why you are not being promoted, you should know by now. There's nothing like I don't know again. If you are really pay attention to the teachings, and with this, the work will be very smooth when it comes to promotion and some other administrative work. Let's put our hands together for that. Thank you so much. I said it earlier on when she was about coming. I said it's not going to be a dulling moment, and it's the truth. She has really impacted us. We appreciate you more, and we pray for more wisdom in the name of Jesus Christ. And she has said a lot. Now it's time for question and answer. What is that thing? I will call on the acting executive director of this seminar and the chairperson of this seminar to please go. Let's put our hands together for her. They have really done a good job.
Why we are here is to understand these guidelines. If we can understand these guidelines and we follow it very well, it will be very easy for the management and also very easy for the staff. What we are talking about, the first thing, how can I advance? What are the requirements? If I know what needed for me to advance from one step to another, then I can prepare towards it. I want to say we had more of our voice than what she put there. What I want her to do for us, those requirements, maybe she will make it bolder for us. Maybe through our program or through the unit or a desk officer that can help us, so that I don't want us to go into having any problem concerning career progression or promotion again. The other thing that I really want us to note, those red lines, those areas that people are doing wrong here, like bringing a different course certificates. Let's note those courses that staff will take that will enable them for promotion. And those courses, when they take it, they know they will never be promoted. Then those areas, if I know as the research officers, by now, I think most research officers knows that their own is more on publications and other areas. The publication I'm supposed to have from this level to the other one. And then I will prepare towards it before then and make sure that every of the requirements I already have it and prepare towards my promotion. So, head of the admin department, we need this thing in the guideline to go to the program head, to the unit head, to the staff. Let them have it. Everybody must have it and prepare towards it. In an easy way, you already know what is required of you. If you are going for any interview, for any job or for anything, they will put the requirement there. The moment you don't have the requirement, that's the first thing. They won't call you for the interview. So we need to meet up with our requirements. And I'm sure by the time we meet with the requirements, all of us will be giving us smiles. Yes or no, I want to see the smile. Yes, we need that smile, because that smile will enable us to work more and we'll be happy. The preparation will lead to more income, will lead to more opportunities, will lead to satisfaction. So today, I believe all of us already understand. If there is anything you don't understand, it's open now. Be free to ask questions. We will discuss it very well. And we'll make sure that we understand it very, very well. And this area can be solved once and for all. So thank you. So now we are going to ask from the IMC if they have any questions or comments. So open to the IMC before we ask for the floor. Any IMC member? So we start from Mrs. Dr. Adeoye. Any other ones?
I want to congratulate the presenter, the light angle when it was, they said one of our office is dancing. Never did. Yeah, that just made us smile because our guy said we should smile. I saw some faces being frowned, and so we need to really need to smile. It was a good presentation and is well appreciated. But there are some areas, for example, in the area of laboratory technology, we know that before, the idea I had was that if you want to progress as a laboratory technologist, it's more with all this medical area. But in agriculture, I don't know, if that area, if one can actually, I mean, maybe before you can do, I have an information that laboratory technologies, they can go as far as becoming a director, which is okay. But for a researcher to be a director, there are some attendants, I may be wrong. There are some attendant requirements. Is the requirement the same? Or maybe I was getting it wrong. I want to declare that I believe that's part of what the seminar is to achieve. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. I want to appreciate you for the beautiful presentation. In fact, the presentation is apt and it will be needed by everyone. And we have some new information from the presentation, and definitely we'll be able to use it for our self-assessment to see what you have with you, if you are really qualified, or what you need to add more for our career progression. And according to the chairman, RLPC, it's very good if the slides can be made available for everyone so that they can go through it and gain additional information. Thank you so much.
Maybe I'll answer your question. Yes, for laboratory technologies, they cannot get to directly. They stop at 12 or as 12 for laboratory technologies. So if they have to move, if that is what I want to explain, if they have to move from laboratory from 12, if they present their BSc, and like I explained, they have to be registered member of NIST, then that should be first as conversion before they continue to learn.
The question is open it's open to everyone now. I will start from my left-hand side. I can see this is good, good. Number one, number two, Yaman Dayo. Number three, Kazim Orange Juice. Number four, Ayo. Then on this slide, I see your hands. I can see only one person. No, who is the person? Okay. Okay. You see now, because they are been as the ones there, they don't want to ask questions. I mean, I can see. So now over to Mrs. Pura and Jola. Thank you. I will start by saying, you know, women supporting women, that's my gender. Yes, I want to congratulate you for the well-delivered service. It's an eye-opener that we did that for a very, very long time. And it has really done, I won't say damage, I don't want to use the word damage before this comes up. But I know that along the line, what we'll be clamoring for is damage control. A lot of us came in with HMB, a very, very much of this. But along the line, we wanted to progress. You know, before now, we never had the idea of writing the letter before you get an admission. You first get an admission before you write the letter. And a lot of us did that. But by the time the letter will come back, they will tell you that you have HND. It will take you to the peak of your career. Now it has happened. A lot of openings is available for people to cross with their BSc. Where will they start from? Some people have lost years that they're supposed to use to acquire this certificate. Now there is no pay. They will now bring somebody to their BSc or one, they get blue. They now call and overtake it. Why some people have this BSc without approval? All because they told them that HND will take them to the peak of their career. Now it has happened. What will happen to all these people? We have a lot of them now. Honestly, we have a lot of them. We are using this medium to appeal to the institute to look into the situation of all these people. I may not be a victim, but a lot of people are victims. Please, we need you and your office. You said we should trust you. That when you will, no, you are not trusting the person there. You are trusting the system and the office the person is holding, that they will do justice. Because we so we don't want to go back into that situation again. For people that have higher additional qualifications without approval, we are pleading on that. You know, it's about welfare of the staff too, and it's going to be a motivation for everyone. Thank you, job well done.
How we don't stand the existing protocol, we definitely stand on the existing protocol we don't break. We thank the presenter. This is what we have been waiting for. And last time we went out to check the seminar, maybe I have seen people there. Unfortunately, I didn't see anybody. This kind of seminar supposed to take another dimension. Yeah, I don't think we are up to 40% or 30% of people in this institute. And then we need this information. We need this information. The members of the 3 unions, be it ASURI, SSA, NASU, they need this information. The acting ED has spoken very well by saying that the HOP, the HOP should have the hard copy. I would rather say they should join it by doing it. Let all the members or all the staff have the soft copy. If all the staff have the soft copy, they will be able to think over it. Anytime we are about to have the promotion exercise, they will look at it and be able to know where he or she stands. Madam, I will also say, we that are here for this seminar, we are not enough to listen to this. Maybe you will look, or maybe the management will look into it again. That this thing need that all the staff must hear. There are some staff that are not this, all the staff must hear your voice. Must hear your voice. Having heard your voice, then definitely this thing can be sent to them, hard copy, soft copy, or what have you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm Aliba. My question is maybe a little different, but it's still under approval. I just want to ask if this is possible. Can we have, provided we have new circulars, And any circular that comes, I think it's a public document. And any new circular related to every staff, after being placed on the board, issues to all our HODs anytime we have no circular and HODs. Number 2, ma'am. I observe that let's say like 7 years with this time, we do normally have nominal rules, updated nominal rules in our various departments, units, programs. But now we don't have it again. Why I ask this question? As head of unit, at times my head of program do ask questions about people under a unit. Can you tell me their data, their level? So this question always comes every time. And I believe it shouldn't be. And it is because the nominal rule is not being circulated to every program. And this one, finally, on the issue of this career progression, I believe there is scheme of service and condition of service, which stipulated all career progressions and other related to every workplace. I just want to urge, if your office can get this across to every program, apart from the presentation you made now. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. I think this morning, most people coming, I know, expires official. Land parology. My question goes to the career progression to the short course. I just wish to know if there's any contributory advantage of some colleagues to career progression. Star, irrespective of their status in service. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I want to join others to congratulate you for the seminar. You talk on promotion, conversion, but advancement didn't really talk on that. So I want to ask, ma'am, for scientists who has been on PRO for long, has been stagnated because of PhD issue, is there any provision for advancement? And if there's any provision for advancement or such, what
Thank you for all the questions and the comments. All the comments are noted. Please, let's listen. All the comments are noted. We work on them by the grace of God. For the questions, the first one, people that are already HND holders without institutional approval. Yes, I will say that is beyond my office. It is beyond my office. It is institutional. A tree does not make a forest. NIOT is the institute, not me. And you know who NIOT is. Yes, and then let me just say that may be tabled either at IMC or APDC meeting. If it is tabled and if it is passed, There's no problem, I don't have any issue with that. But it has to be at the committee meeting, the decision was not from there. It's not what I can do on the road. Then for issuance of new circulars to staff, it's not a problem at all. If there is a circular, it is meant for staff. In fact, there are some circulars that you can access online. It is not a secret something. It can be made available if we have it, we reproduce it, put it on the notice board. You can even reproduce it from the notice board. So it is meant for staff. It's not something that it's meant for staff. Then for nominal roles at the departmental level, yes, nominal role is not meant for the consumption of staff like that. What I mean by that is, it's not something a document that will be carrying about out of the log of staff anyhow. No, it's not. And if it's going to go to the department, it has to come with a directive from the executive director. It's not something I will just do. That's it. Then for scheme of service, if in fact all members of staff to endeavor to buy it, it is because we don't want to spend our money. That is why we won't admit to produce it for each member of staff. You have access to it to buy. You can go to federal secretariat here in your state, we have it. PSR is there. It's all over. You can buy it and it becomes your own personal document. Then for short, the relevance of, thank you for that question. It now, short courses are becoming very, very important. So if you embark on any short courses, please keep your certificate. This year's promotion, it was a new dimension entirely. Short courses were scored. Short courses were scored. So, and I know that DD is trying in that aspect to allow people to go for short courses. There is a plan on ground. I know that secretaries, they have their plan, another association of departments like that, they have their plan. And now recently, he has instructed that I should also bring up a plan for the drivers. So this is concerned about every one of us. And I'm sure with time it will go around, or if you go, give your certificate because it will be required if you have to stand in for promotion exercise. Then for advancements, yes, for advancement, for those, like recently I told some people, but if you have any ongoing training, it is very important for the institute to know. Now, for those who are now stagnated, especially research officer for condition of PhD, advancement is not relevant because it is not our problem. We are not the one that engineer that situation. So if you bring in your PhD, you have to wait for the next promotion for it to be considered. But if you go on the course, maybe if when you are being employed, you are on the course. If you notify the institute at the point of that employment, that please, I am presently on a degree program. Maybe you are coming in with first degree and you are already on your master's. Yes. Once the institute is aware at that level, if the institute is not going to reckon with it, they will tell you at that level that we will be recognized. If you inform them and they are not turning it down, if you have that certificate, yes, you can tender it for advancement. So, but for every PhD holder, you have to wait for the next promotion before it can be considered. I don't know if you want to add anything. I think that's all. That's all the questions.
Let me start from the Dr. Olayade's question. What is required to move from PRO, the next position? You must have your PhD. But talking about advancement, there are lots of ways that you can advance yourself. It may not give you that promotion from one level to another, but if you increase the knowledge, short-term training, knowledge opportunities here and there, you will notice maybe for that level, you may not get the promotion, but later on, you can still use it. it will work for you in other areas, like maybe for a position, all of you have PhD, and you need something to distinguish or to separate somebody to that next vacancy, then those knowledge skill can come in, those maybe your specialties, your expertise can also be a way of advancing you. So it's not only from one promotion, like from moving from PRO to another, alone that you can talk about the advantages of improving yourself. But I can bet it on you, one way or the other in life, it will help you out. So coming to, I've discussed with the director of admin, the other ways we can help the staff concerning these guidelines. I mentioned earlier about the head of programs, head of unit, but I've suggested to her, and she already agreed, a desk officer in the admin. If the head of program or unit cannot satisfy you, or you are not able to resolve it well, you can come into the admin. You understand? Like the courses that can enable you to the next level. What are the courses, or what are the institutions that you can go? It will really help you if you know and you follow it immediately. If there are any other areas that you are not clear about, you can take it to her. She will either her or the desk officer be able to solve it. They will be available for the next few months in that aspect, in this area. I want us to be clear, every one of us understand it, even before the next promotion. There are some people, they have so many certificates, even some certificates that will have promoted them since, but they just kept it, they don't know how to go about it. So this is the way you open up to her, you understand? Let them know, and she will explain to you. If it's the one that will help you out, she will tell you. The one that cannot help you out, she will come out, not only stopping in that area, she will tell you the way forward, which is very important. Not only saying you cannot be promoted, but these are the other ways that can help you to achieve the promotion. I hope that one is clear. And I want all of us, make sure you understand it very well and prepare well for the next promotion. And I'm sure, what is stopping us? We are all hardworking, yes, and you have to be sure of yourself too. You can deliver very well, and you are ready for the next promotion. And I know the management have been working. You see the way we were able to, with the ED and the management, the last promotion, we were able to make sure that all the staffs were promoted. And the next one, we have to follow the guidelines. Everything will work perfectly good for all of us. So thank you.
Let's put our hands together for. So, all about the meeting. I get to the acting executive director of this institute for this seminar. Also, the chairperson of RRMP and this RRPC. Sorry for that. RRPC, and again, the chairperson of today's seminar. Let's put our hands together for. Thank you so much, ma'am. I also want to thank Dr. Mrs. S.O. Babalola. Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming. Dr. O.O. Bidowu, thank you so much, ma'am. We appreciate you. Dr. Mrs. M.V. David, thank you so much. The presenter of today. Thank you. Dr. Mrs. Ivy Adeoye, we really appreciate you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Coming to the close of today's seminar, which we have been imparted one way or the other, I can see the chairperson said earlier on that we should smile. I know what I'm saying is we should smile. Some people are already thinking of that certificate that they can't use, and that thing is becoming okay. But all you say, smile. There's nothing our God cannot do. Probably tomorrow they can say, bring it, and we will implement it. So just smile, smile. Don't mind whatever the economic situation is. The announcement for today, as the year is running by, we still have another seminar. Just the same way we are fully represented today, please, the next seminar, make sure you avail yourself. Make sure you avail yourself. It's not about departmental, whatever alone. And I can tell you, I didn't mean it's being limited to departmental teaching alone. Some of the people that are the library that are around, the scientists that are around, they wouldn't have gained anything today. So please don't let us limit it to departmental alone. Tell your neighbor, don't limit it to departmental alone. What you have gained today is very, very important. So the next presenter, and he will be coming up on the 17th December 2024, is Mr. E.I. Ebenezer Babatunde, the internal auditor. So make sure you avail yourself. Now to the closing of this seminar. Now, for the attendance of today, when you look around, you will see and you will notice that the population is so high. Don't mind the empty seats. I'm telling you, everywhere was fully occupied. But after the refreshment, that is when everybody is stepping out after the order. So for today, the highest, we have the male and the female. And the highest, which you all know, obìnrin náà ni, everywhere, obìnrin náà ni, obìnrin náà ni. My chairperson, the highest for today attendance is the female. We have 89 of women. 89 of women. And for the male, in our midst, we have 75. Minus it. Minus it. And the total number is 164. I told you. So let's go for that. And I know the next one will be more than this, and there will be more in that other seminar. So look at your neighbor and ask your neighbor, have you gained anything? So if you have gained something, please don't forget it and don't keep it inside your pocket. Make sure you make use of it. Please, let's be on our feet. Let's rise on our feet. Let's rise on our feet while we honor our great country by saying the national anthem. Thank you. Please for proper decorum, please, let's allow the IMC to go. Dr. Wangabori, Adetuba, thank you so much, ma. Welcome, Mrs. Esco, thank you for coming.